Welcome back. Today we're doing question 151 from 240 speaking topics. First, I'll read the question. If you could be famous for something, what would you want to be famous for? Now, I really like this question. It's a personal question, so there's no wrong answer, and you get to be very creative with it. It's very open. First, I want to go through the sample answer and some of the more difficult phrases in the sample answer. The first phrase you may not have heard is the phrase gain recognition. So gain means to gather, to increase, to get, and recognition means people will recognize you. People will know who you are. So to gain recognition means more people will start to know who you are. People will recognize your name. They'll know what you have done. The second phrase is scientific community. Now, a community is kind of the people or group you are a part of. So the most common community is the people who you live near, maybe the people on your floor in the apartment building, the people you go to school with, this type of thing. The scientific community is a community of scientists. So scientists kind of recognize the achievements of other scientists, and that makes them sort of a community. The next phrase is a special bond. I would have a special bond with the extraterrestrials. Now, a special bond means a special connection. I'll be connected to them in some unique way, special way, a way that other people probably aren't connected to them with. And the phrase extraterrestrials, you will probably recognize a more common phrase, which is aliens. Extraterrestrials literally translates to beings or people who live on other planets, also known as aliens. Another word that you may not have heard is colonize. Now, when you colonize something, it means you start a colony somewhere that there maybe isn't a colony. So to colonize Mars means people would move to Mars and start building cities there, start living there, okay? Kind of like a way that has already happened is how Europeans colonized North America and started living there way back in the 17 and 1800s. All right, so I think that's all the difficult language. Now I'm going to read the sample answer. If I could be famous for anything, I would want to be famous for the discovery of life on other planets. The first reason for this is that it would allow me to gain recognition from the scientific community. If I discovered life on other planets, I could act as a fatherly figure to that life. I would have a special bond with the extraterrestrials and could ensure that they stay on my side. Being the father of a whole new species of people would make me extremely powerful. Maybe I could even colonize their planet and establish myself as the ruler. Then I would not only be famous for discovering new life, but establishing the first government on a planet other than Earth as well. So, to conclude, I would love to be famous for discovering life on another planet. Okay, I really enjoyed reading this answer. It's actually one of my favorite answers in the book. It's entertaining. The person has not just one, not just two, but many reasons for choosing his answer, and did a very good job connecting all these reasons together and explaining it in kind of like a story, which is a very nice way to read it. So we avoid saying words like first, second, lastly. Instead used words like maybe, then, if. So other kind of words that you see more commonly in a novel rather than these short answers to questions. So that's one of the reasons why I enjoyed it. Another thing that you may notice is the way he concluded the sentence, the sample answer, is by saying, so to conclude. Says that rather than, and for these reasons. Now this is very important for this sample answer because there are many reasons. So it's not simply what reason one, reason two, it's more of a story. So using the phrase, so to conclude, is much better in this context. And also notice again that in the first and in the last sentence, he answers the question. So in the first sentence, I would want to be famous for the discovery of life. And in the last sentence, I would love to be famous for discovering life on another planet. Also notice with the first and the last sentence, they have the same meaning, but they are said in different ways. This is a very nice thing to do because it makes your answer sound more interesting. And it also shows your teacher or the person grading your test that you have a higher level of English because you can use different phrases to show the same meaning in a sentence. That's all I have to say about this question. I hope I've helped you, and good luck in answering this one. Thank you.